Hi, I'm Pam Fox at pamfox.org, and in today's video I thought we would talk just briefly about this reoccurring statement I see from my clients and also in the Facebook support groups. My doctor says that I have a hiatal hernia, but that it shouldn't cause me any problems. It shouldn't cause me any trouble. So first of all, you can go to any conventional kind of medical website and look up hiatal hernia and the symptoms and the causes, and you will see this repeated, that many people have hiatal hernia, but they don't seem to have, that it doesn't cause any symptoms, that it doesn't cause any troubles. And so then my question becomes, if that's true, well, my question becomes, how can that be true? Because why would a person go to a doctor and go through a diagnostic test such as an endoscopy or a barium swallow in order to determine why they're having these symptoms, get diagnosed with a hiatal hernia, and then be told that their hiatal hernia shouldn't be causing them any symptoms, that there's no relation between their symptoms and the hiatal hernia? That tells me that the person is having symptoms. They wouldn't go to the doctor if they didn't have symptoms of pain and discomfort. They wouldn't have a barium swallow or an endoscopy if they weren't having symptoms of pain and discomfort. So I'm not really sure why this is repeated so often, that hiatal hernias oftentimes cause no symptoms, or that yes, you have a hiatal hernia, but it shouldn't cause you any issues. And so what I want to offer and what I want to encourage to those of you with hiatal hernia, first of all, doctors, while they help people and they save lives every day, if they're telling you your hiatal hernia shouldn't cause you any problem, that's simply because that's what they've been taught. That's what they were taught in medical school. And remember that doctors have to follow a certain protocol. They have to work within their scope, or they can be sued, they can lose their practice, they can lose their license. And so if they were taught by their medical school that a hiatal hernia most often doesn't cause people any symptoms, and they tell you, go home, it shouldn't bother you, and if it does, there's nothing that can really be done except for possibly surgery. If that's what they tell you, that's because that's what they've been taught. And the other thing you have to keep in mind, I just did a quick Google search on the average amount of time that a doctor will spend with a patient in a typical appointment, and the average time is maybe 13 to 15 minutes. So that's the other thing you have to take into consideration, is even if they suspect that there is a correlation between your symptoms and your hiatal hernia, one, they don't really know how to help you. They don't know the alternative natural methods of reversing a hiatal hernia. And if they did, they may not have the time, or they don't feel they have the time to show you how to do that. Or they're under the impression, a lot of doctors, this is the other thing you have to understand, is a lot of doctors, they will give their patients advice such as lose weight, quit smoking, don't eat deep fried foods, these kinds of things. And then their patients go ahead and do those things anyway. And so there becomes this frustration for many doctors where my patients are just going to do whatever they want anyway, because they just want a quick fix. They just want a quick fix to the problem. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to go through comprehensive or holistic protocols in order to effectively get to the root of the problem and effectively heal the problem. They want a quick fix. They see that a lot. And so all that to say, I'm not trying to defend your doctor who says your hiatal hernia has nothing to do with your symptoms. I'm just trying to understand it myself, because I see this so often. Okay? So I just want to say that if you did take my hiatal hernia quiz, I hope that you found it beneficial, and I will link that in the I will link that below if you haven't taken my hiatal hernia quiz. But the reason I developed that quiz, and the reason I come on here and teach, and the reason it's my mission to help people understand that there are alternative forms, there is something that can be done to help you with your hiatal hernia. And the reason I developed that quiz is to really show you the long list and varied, vast myriad of symptoms that a hiatal hernia can create. And while you may have taken that course and the quiz and checked every box, or maybe you just have 2 or 3 symptoms, it really doesn't matter. Some people with hiatal hernia have 2 or 3 symptoms. Some have, 20 symptoms. So everybody's hernia is different. But I designed that quiz to help you see that there is a connection between your hiatal hernia and your symptoms. And the course that I developed to help people, this comprehensive and holistic course that I developed, that I teach here on Facebook and on YouTube and at my website, pamfox.org, is to help you. It's to do just that. It's to teach you. It's to help you understand the correlation between, why does my hiatal hernia cause anxiety? Why does my hiatal hernia cause shortness of breath? Why does my hiatal hernia cause me to have, chest pain or rib pain or back pain? So just the ability to really understand, anatomically speaking, why I have these symptoms. Because once you understand this, once you more fully understand your condition and the connection between your symptoms and your hiatal hernia, you're going to more clearly be able to see the answer. So what's the answer? The answer is to unherniate the hernia, right? The hernia is causing the symptoms, so if we can get rid of the hernia, we can get rid of the symptoms. Ideally speaking, and again, everyone's hernia is different. So the vast majority of people who give me feedback on my protocol are people with smaller hiatal hernias. And I'm not here to say you can't reverse a larger hiatal hernia. It can be and has been done. It just takes more time, more support, more patience to be able to holistically and comprehensively go about reversing that hiatal hernia if it's older or if it's larger. I want to read really quick. I've got a comment here on my YouTube channel from Aaron Hines. So he says that these stretches are amazing. I have been in and out of the doctor's office hundreds of times over the last 5 years with complaints of pain and tightness in my arm, neck, back, and shoulders, and a wide range of cognitive issues that happened 4, 5, heck, even 10 times a day. I felt like I was having a heart attack over and over again, and the doctors wrote me up as having a mental illness and creating psychosomatic symptoms. And my doctor did that as well. My doctor, after they ran all of the tests, and I went to 2 different doctors, they diagnosed me with a hiatal hernia and said, well, there's nothing we can do to help you. It shouldn't cause you any problems, but we can refer you to psychiatric treatment. And I hear that a lot as well. And I think that's just because doctors, when they realize they can't help you, that's just kind of what they fall back on. So he goes on to say, these exercises have seriously changed my life. The first time doing these stretches made me feel like heaven. I have not had the excruciating pain since starting this. I have actually had no pain and started crying over the pain relief. The doctors still don't believe me when I tell them I did this and that I have no pain whatsoever now, and the only complaint is acid reflux from time to time. This has helped tremendously. These exercises have helped with severe and crippling pain that has lasted for almost 5 years and caused severe emotional, physical, cognitive, and financial distress, and even helped with other complaints I've had from when I was in the military. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, thank you, Aaron, for your comment. I really appreciate that feedback. And 5 years of crippling pain. It's really just, it's unfortunate because, I mean, you would probably agree that my protocol is pretty simple. These exercises, I mean, it would really take a doctor 10 minutes in a doctor's office visit to show you these exercises. You could film them. Everyone has a video camera in their phone just about, and you could take them home and begin practicing them. So it is a shame that doctors don't know about this alternative method of reversing a hiatal hernia, but I appreciate your comment because your comment helps others who are watching me on YouTube or on Facebook to kind of instill that confidence in them to try an alternative method besides doing nothing at all or having surgery, which, surgery is sometimes it helps people. It's helped a lot of people with their hiatal hernia, but it's not always helpful. It's not always permanent. And, any surgery comes with its own set of risks. So, okay, so I think that's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you next time.